And it's raining pretty bad here. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but that isn't great visibility. It's just not for me today. You can tell that there's a few showers around. So this is a fairly long final for a microlight. Settle in for the journey here. This is a long Navex.
I am back at Kemble Flying Club, and today the plan is to hopefully go to a little airstrip called White Oxmead. Now, White Oxmead is just on the corner of the Bristol airspace, not far from Brownshutters Farm, which I've flown into before, not far from the last place I flew into actually, Wadswick, but I heard that White Oxmead is an absolutely stunning place to go. Now, it's an interesting day in terms of weather. So there's a few heavy, really isolated showers about. And for me, that is interesting. The weather is quite slow moving. Obviously, we don't want to get caught in bad visibility or even, IMC conditions. However, it's looking fairly predictable out there at the moment. But yesterday, it did do some interesting stuff later on in the day. There is a hail warning. There's a few things to consider actually this morning. So it's going to be an interesting one, but it's a short flight. So I think let's get up early enough. I'm going to have a chat with one of the instructors now, which is always something you could do if you're flying with a flying school, and you should do, just to see what they think about it. But hopefully I'll head off and that'll be what this video is all about.
Now we're in the plane, we're at Northside, we've got a couple of 737, Norwegian Airlines 737s behind us, a few jumbo jets. They're not lined up doing engine checks or anything, they are parked here to go on and live another life somewhere or something, but here we are. It is what it is. You can see a few rain spots on the canopy, possibly, maybe you can see that. I'll get up there and see what it's like, but the last thing I want, especially when I've got work later today, it's a Friday morning here, so the last thing I want is to try and get back into Kemble and there's a big shower over the airfield and the airfield's closed or whatever. I mean, it is just drizzling at the moment, but I'll take off. I'll leave the circuit to the southwest and just have a look. Failing that, I'll come back for a right base join on 08 because it is just blowing a little bit but really light down the runway. That's the plan. And aviation, you've got to be able to move your plans. I haven't had a case of get there-itis yet, and I certainly don't have it today, so but we'll see. When we get up there, it could be a different story. Kemble traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu is entering runway 08 via Delta 1. Really good look around the circuit. There's absolutely nothing coming in. There are a few more people arriving. That's okay. There's a tractor down there. Kemble traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu is lined up and taking off runway 08 hard. RPM max. Acceleration normal. Airspeed's active. ...100 feet, 73, 200 feet, flaps away. What a view that is. Yeah, you wouldn't want to fly through that, that is heavy. Kemble traffic, Golf Charlie Echo, Foxtrot Zulu's airborne and leaving the circuit to the southwest and staying on frequency. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but that isn't great visibility. It's just not for me today. I think I'm going to scrap the trip to White Oxmead. It's a shame because it's a really smooth day, but that is nasty there. Views. I've cancel PPR. That's a shame. Next time.
Safe to say, as pilots, we've all had flights that don't go according to plan. But before we head back to Kemble for a couple of different approaches, I wanted to highlight that it's still just an amazing privilege to fly. And it's really important to show that this sport or hobby or whatever you want to call it is not all sunny fly-ins, but we do those too. Me and a few legendary YouTubers have teamed up, and I'm very excited to share this with you for this. We're hosting a fly-in, and you're invited. Starring the Flying Reporter, Plain Old Ben, Rory on Air, Jodel Flyer, the Micropilot, Let's Go Flying, and Ben Atkinson. We'll be broadcasting live on the day you can fly in or drive in, and we're absolutely thrilled that spaces are selling really fast. This event is sponsored and made possible by Pooley's Flight Equipment, and we're raising money for the Midlands Air Ambulance. Book your place now. We can't wait to meet you on Sunday the 15th of August at Wolverhampton Hackney Green.
It's raining pretty bad here. Let's go back. We'll go back to QFE, 9 and 9 and 9er. Looking out for the showers. Just having a play. And that looks pretty heavy there. Kemble traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu is just to the southwest overhead Tetbury. Back for the rejoin, for some touch and goes, Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu. See that there is rubbish viz now.
Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu, Kemble.
Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu.
Today the tower is not open till on the hour, but just please note that the space threshold due to uncontrolled vehicles crossing the threshold, and there's a tractor operating cutting grass on the south side of the runway in about the midsection.
Yeah, roger that, and visual with the tractor. Thank you, Golf Foxtrot Zulu.
Kemble traffic, Golf Romeo Lima Sierra is North Apron, ready for departure. We're taxiing to Delta 1.
Kemble traffic, Golf Foxtrot Zulu, final touch and go, 08 hard. Well, let's just try some landings. So I'm at 65 here. I've got to land beyond this threshold line. Drive it in. Come on. RPMs are alive. Speed's active. I didn't retrim, so there's forces on the sticks there. It's actually quite smooth today. But it's just the rain and visibility. 200 feet flaps away. Retrim. Let's get an early turn in. Head out this way a bit on the crosswind leg. Let's try a glide approach then here. Kemble traffic, Golf Foxtrot Zulu, downwind, touch and go, 08 hard.
Kemble traffic, Golf Lima Sierra, taking off, 08 hard.
Let's have an engine failure then. Okay, well, let's make our turn. I've got to practice these, so let's land after the threshold. Constant aspect turn. Sky ridge is up. I can definitely get some flap in, but it is an engine failure, so don't bring any more flap in just yet. Final's clear. Definitely can. I'm pretty sure I've made the field here. They've put the runway lights on, which is nice. Kemble traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Foxtrot Zulu. Final touch and go, 08 hard. I mean, I've made the runway there, but how about let's not hold off full flap at the moment. Yep, I'm happy there. Full flap. Don't forget, I'm pulling the throttle out because it slips on a little bit, so I've got to land beyond these piano keys here. That looks good.
Kemble traffic, Golf Lima Sierra, downwind, touch and go, 08 hard.
Let's do no flap takeoff, so retrim. Try myself an engine failure in a tougher spot then. Gimbal traffic, Golf Foxtrot Zulu, downwind, touch and go, 08 grass, contact 1 ahead. So, trim's good, wind is good, all clear, yes, we've got traffic there, but I'm going to kind of let him go, do my own thing. I wonder if I did have an engine failure here, what am I doing? Well, it's all about the runway, isn't it? I can't cut him up though, so let's just find that best glide.
Camel traffic, Golf Lima Sierra, final, touch and go, 08 hard.
Be interested to see if I can make this. Final's clear. Gimbal traffic, Golf Foxtrot Zulu, final touch and go, 08 grass, contact 1 ahead. This thing glides forever.
Camel traffic, Golf Lima Sierra going around, 08 hard.
In comes some flap. In comes some second flap. In comes some third flap. That's all right. So that was nice. Engine failure worked well actually from quite a way away. I want to probably be below him. I'm going to extend my climb out. I don't want to get into his prop wash. Gimbal traffic, Golf Foxtrot Zulu is downwind, 08 grass to land, contact 1 ahead. We'll make this a long approach. So yeah, so the guy ahead in the Sky Ranger is doing circuits because he's bought a Sky Ranger. He's based in Devon actually, and he bought a Sky Ranger thanks to the video I did, which you can see in the top right now, which was basically me doing a shootout between the three, well, one of three of the best-selling aircraft, microlight aircraft in this country. So this, the EV97, the Sky Ranger, he's bought the Ninja, a brand new one, which sounds very cool, and the C42, and I was just chatting to him before we went flying this morning, and he was saying he really was struggling with the rudder and how much you have to use in the Sky Ranger, and I must say, jumping in this, it's very easy to fly actually. The Sky Ranger is hands-on. What a view that is. Gimbal traffic, Golf Foxtrot Zulu, final to land, 08 grass, contact 1 ahead. So this is a fairly long final for a microlight. Settle in for the journey here. This is a long Navex. Okay, so what am I looking at? We're at 500 feet descent rate. I'm going to try the sort of landing that DY was telling me about last time, so keep the descent rate shallow as you get towards the ground. There's cars waiting for me. So what am I looking at now? 150 feet, speed's a bit quick. Raise the nose, lower the power. In comes the third stage of flap. Off that power goes. Dump all lift. And there we are, that'll do me today.
Back on the ground at Kemble, so it wasn't the video I thought it would be, but I'm pretty happy with the decision I made. The showers are pretty heavy, there wasn't great visibility as you saw, and the thing is we can always do it again the next time, and as the old saying goes, it's better to be on the ground wishing you're in the air than being in the air wishing you're on the ground. So I didn't want to have the scenario where I was at White Oxmead, like waiting to come back, and sort of worrying about getting to work and stuff. So I'm happy I made that decision, and we'll just try again next time.